It says, how do you guys feel about the R454 fiasco? What's the fiasco with R454?
Well, I can't really give him an honest answer to that question because I don't speak that way in public. But you can just imagine what I think of that.
Well, what's the problem with 454 that they're
Well,
having? Remember, I've been away. Okay,
there's now a shortage.
Oh.
So you look back, we had R22, that was 30-pound jugs. 2010, they give us 410A because it is environmentally sound. And that's a 25-pound jug. Now we have, well, some went with 32 and some went with 454B. There were several different manufacturers taking their own rabbit trails, but 454B is in a 20-pound jug. And right now it's $578.
Woo!
And it's flammable, and you have to have sensors on the leak detectors built into coils, air handlers, etc. And you know, if you have a refrigerant leak, which is very common with these stupid aluminum coils, you can't top it off and keep it going. It just cuts off unless you bypass it. And I would not suggest you do that. Oh, by the way, the refrigerant is flammable.
Yeah, that's mildly flammable.
Well, wait a minute. I'm supposed to say slightly flammable.
What is it? Is that the term, slightly flammable? A2L.
If you hold a torch up to the jug and open it, it will put quite a display on. But if you take the torch away, the flame goes out. So it is hard to ignite it. It takes a flame to ignite it. A spark won't do it. Now, if you shoot the jug, it will not explode. No matter how hard you try and no matter what you go back inside and get and bring it out and try something else, it just doesn't.
Well, if you shoot a jug of gasoline that's full, will it explode?
Depends on the container and what you shoot it with, but usually not.
Yeah, I didn't think it blew up. But let's use incendiary rounds.
Yeah, you need well, now, that could possibly.
Yep.
I personally would never do anything like that, so I just was told that shooting the jug won't make it blow up.
Well, where I grew up, we make bad decisions. And we went camping on the river one time, and we only say what river because we only want to narrow it down that much. And one of my buddies thought it was a great idea to shoot the little propane canisters, throw them in the river, then shoot them.
See what happened. That's a bad idea.
They didn't blow up. I mean, the canister did not blow up, but he was still stupid.
Yeah, he had a pistol.
I don't remember.
A high-powered rifle.
No, it was a pistol.
A high-powered rifle will do a little different result than that. So I'm told.
It's probably a 22. I'm sure it was a 22 or something like that. It was a small.
Best thing to do if you want that is just buy tannerite.
Yeah, caught the Clint.
Mix that up and hit that with your 223 or whatever you like, and you'll get quite the show. Comfort Plus Heating and Cooling. You know who that is, don't you? Isn't that Chuck?
Absolutely. That is one of my most favoriteest YouTubers ever.
Yeah, that's Chuck.
Yeah. You know what? You know why I like Chuck? He's a normal human being. I like him.
Yeah, he's pretty straight up. I've watched a lot of. I don't see much that he does anymore.
I think he's probably past it a little bit. He comes on there every now and then, I think, but not too often. But he's here now, which I think is great. Chuck, I'm glad you tuned in. Chuck, did I text you, Chuck? By the way, you can put that in there. I think I did. I'm not sure. That's just my personal business I'm going to take care of since Chuck is here. Let's see. The shortage. All right, they're talking about the shortage of it. So there's a shortage. Now, the shortage stem from a tariff business, or is it before that?
Well, the tariff stuff is fake anyway. Aren't all those on hold? Aren't they just threats at this point?
It's like a finite thing to change some of the dynamics. So I didn't know if it originated before all that.
Well, there's plenty of people charging for them, even though I'm not so sure they're actually in place at this time. But no, Honeywell sent out this big load of baloney about, some particular chemical or something. And it had tariff on that as well.
They're just gonna blame it for everything.
Yeah, it had that on there, written on there, and blah blah, this and that, and so shortage and the price going up. Now I did find out for a fact that Baker, in their own distribution warehouse in Florida, is sitting on a bunch of 454, and most of the stores have none or 8 or 10 jugs, and will sell one jug at a time to per customer. And I think they're just waiting for the price to go up before they sell it.
Well, I'm looking it up on screen number 7 over here. See what
Sounds
it
like
says.
something I'd do, so that's why I'm so mad about it.
They beat you to it. All right. Now, whenever you open Google now, it shows you the AI answer to your question, which is a lot of times is pretty good, honestly. They will take over the world on Skynet. But the HVAC industry is facing a shortage of R454B refrigerant, blah, 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 due to a combination of shortage of refrigerant cylinders. So the cylinders they come in.
Oh, they
What
pulling that again?
That doesn't even sound like that's possible. And rising costs. Well, there's got to be more than that. The cylinders? We run out of metal? I mean, I don't think so. Blending issues, demand spike. This does sound like a bunch of crap.
Oh, yeah. It can't be demand spike because we were all slow for the first couple months of the year. Yeah. They had plenty of time to get stocked up, but they realized that $410 a jug just wasn't enough money, so they create this fake shortage for about a month and a half and get $700 a jug.
Well, what's funny is I'm looking down here at other possible explanations, and one of the headlines says Honeywell adds 42% tariff surcharge on R454B.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. I got that.
Incredible.
And it had that on there.
Wow, it must be really, really, really going to be expensive.
Yeah, where's Honeywell? Is that all coming from China, probably?
Well, let's see. Yeah, it probably is. I'm not sure.
That's going to be the 145% tariff crap there.
Oh, my gosh.
I don't know if that's how it comes out on the actual items, but that's the one that we're fighting, or he's fighting, or whatever, the hardest with.